How you doing? Hop on the chat. You can go over to Twitter. We're going live for the witching hour, the last minute decisions that you shouldn't be making, but we all make them. We all do it, and so we're gonna help you through it. You don't have to blame yourself. Blame us. Yeah, let's go. Let me start this space right here, and we'll be ready to go. What's going on? How you doing? We're making bad decisions in the last hour. Let us know who you're looking at. Look, this is the witching hour, so last hour before games start, and this is the time that we switch out players that we probably shouldn't, and so we're here to help with that. That's what we're doing today. If you have questions, sit this questions. Have you played anybody this morning? Let us know. It's gonna be funny when people go back and watch this because, like, I'm not really talking because there's nobody in the room yet. So if you go back and watch this, it's gonna look kind of funny. But we're talking about basically we're talking about poor decisions. So feel free to make them with us, and that this is what we do. The witching hour, the last hour before games start, and here we go. We've got the injury report out, some names on there I didn't expect to see, but they're out there. Just moving, trying to get some stuff out so we can get more people on. There we go. Boom. There we go. How's it going, everybody? So how's your day going? Starting on a Sunday. Got some good games. Got some players out that I didn't know were out. Montgomery was questionable, but he's out now. Swift out. St. Brown out. That's kind of a big one. St. Brown and Charker out. So that's real interesting for Detroit. I actually picked them to win today. May have wished I had not done that. A lot of people questionable that'll probably play. Let us know if you have people in your lineup. Any questions will be here. Don't forget to catch the trenches. Let me change this down here because this banner is actually wrong. Let's change it. We do want to have you come on. Copy the link here. Oh. You want to edit that. Go like that. There we go. Now we're right. Now you can join us live. Come on. You can sit your little picture right next to mine. Ask away. Ooh. That's not it. That's it. Now we can see your chats and questions. I want to see those. So, there we go. There we go. We're just going to hang out. We're going to see if anybody has anything to say. The witching hour. I probably need to promote these better. I will for next week. Had the Minnesota game on. Actually, a good game today, which is nice to see. I can't. Don't have the thing. Can't watch it. That's okay. Bum, bum, bum. What's everybody think about Zach Wilson coming in today? Is that something you're looking at? I tell you, the thing is, the Zach Wilson quandary, if you will, is that, yes, he hasn't played, and so you expect some rust. You expect Pittsburgh's defense to maybe be a playable defense, but you also have to figure Pittsburgh's defense has zero film on this guy. Nobody has film on this guy except from college. And a lot of times, like when you see backup quarterback come in, you see Dalton doing well right now because they don't have film on Dalton with New Orleans. Same thing here. Without having that film for defenses to study, they just kind of have to, hopefully pressure him into some bad decisions. But what are you guys looking at? Well, what are some questions you have this week about your roster? Did you make some good plays? Did you make some big acquisitions? It's all fantasy football all the time. So anything you got, you can throw it up in the chat. We'll see it here, and we'll talk about it. But we're going to start doing this every Sunday, hit this last hour before the game starts so that we can talk about all the bad decisions that you and I are both making today in this last hour and throughout the week, but hopefully some of the good ones too. Talk about some of the strategies, the start sits, the people that are out. If you didn't know, Montgomery's out, Swift is out, St. Brown is out, Chark is out, Tony's out. Right now, Green is out, Renfro's out, Mac Jones is out. A lot of questionable guys that will be coming in as well. So just let us know, what you're looking at right now, and we'll talk about it. I should probably I always have my Steelers hat on. Root for the Steelers today. Think they'll do well. I should probably put some NFL stuff up here. I've got the football. I got a lot of Ohio State stuff up. I should probably put some NFL stuff up, huh? Yeah, that's cool. We can do that. Oh, let's see if we can change the name because we definitely have the name wrong, but that's okay. We'll fix that for next week. Yeah. Sorry about having that name wrong. Oh, I guess we can change it right there. Done. The witching hour. Sorry, can't spell. I am Chris Fox with Armchair Athletics. Let's see if we can banner this up a little bit. New one. Chris Fox. Armchair Athletics. Host of the Trenches and co-host yards after the catch. Oh, we need to edit that. Extra T in there. Update show. And we'll just take that and put it right down there. Boom. I could put it up top. That works too. Let's just put it down here. I don't want to cover up the armchair outlet. Boom. Just put it up top. So up top. Why not? See what's out there. Let's copy that link. We'll put it. How about we put it in the messenger? Let's do that. We'll throw it in that one. Bait people in there a little bit. Pow. Now hopefully we'll get some more people in. No worries. Like I said, I need to do a better job of advertising this. So as long as you guys are here, if you're watching this, you're probably not by now through my rambling, but hopefully you'll come in live. Not much reason to watch the recording. But yeah, Patterson looks like he's going to play. Gabe Davis looks like he's going to play. Knox will probably play. So that game looking to be pretty good. Schultz probably will play. Reynolds is going to be an interesting pick, interesting look this week with both Chark and St. Brown out. Is Reynolds somebody you would consider? Cephas, ball's probably going to get around a lot. There's probably some opportunities there. Zay Jones will be playing, though, and so that's probably your likeliest of targets, I imagine. And already picked up defensive injuries. Buffalo, Chicago, Indy, and Tennessee all having, quite a few and significant injuries. So we look for those to affect those matchups. If you got offenses going up against those defenses, you might be able to steal some points. CMC right now still questionable. Not really sure if he's going to play. If he does play, how long will he last? That's really the big question. CMC owners sweating it out right now. Try to, caution people against taking him. I mean, he could have blown up this year. He may still. But right now, everybody, getting a little on edge about CMC, understandably so. Feel free to click that link. When we go live, whether it's me and Roop, whoever, we try to put the link up there so that you can join us and come on in and talk about the show with us. Just something we like to do for you guys so that you can do that. Sorry about that. Fighting a little cold today. You see my nose a little red, eyes are a little droopy. Sorry about that. Hey, look, we all get there. It's that time of season. But yeah, just take that little link right there, click on it. Those letters as they come across your screen, type them in. You can join us. We can come up with a better way probably to do that. We'll just start throwing it in the stream. That's what we'll do. So that people can just like in the posts. Yeah, we'll put those on the posts. Probably should have put that in the description. That would have been a good idea, and then people could have just cut and paste the description. So my apologies on that. We will tighten that up for next week. We'll probably sit out here for about another 15 minutes or so, see if anybody comes in. If not, we'll call it a day. We called it the witching hour. We didn't say it had to be an hour show, so we'll see who shows up. No problems there. You guys getting good fantasy advice out there this week? Let us know who is supplying it for you. I think there's a lot of good people out there. I really like TSS Fantasy. Adam Holz at Adam Holz Sports writes a good article. Welcome to the show. If you just joined us, we're talking about late starts. We're talking about injuries, inactives, questionables who can play. We're talking about, well, really whatever you want to talk about. So just let us know. But really, the basis of the show is just that last hour. We're setting our rosters. We're looking at people and going, oh, man, maybe I shouldn't play that guy. And you probably should. But, what are your questions? What are you looking at for this week? And let's talk about it. Let's go over it. Let's talk some fantasy football because that's what we're here to do. Excited about doing it with you guys, and we'll just kind of keep rolling with it until it either catches on or just keeps dying out. I mean, if it doesn't work or it's not something you guys want to do, then that's cool. It was a nice concept. Not everything's a winner. It's all right. I hope you guys are catching the trenches. If you're watching this recording, trenches is out of control. Wow, man. These poor kids, $5,000. They're definitely earning every penny, even more so than I thought. They're losing players every week. This week, they're definitely forced into eliminating some players off their roster. They can only have 5 players on the bench. So you got 14 players on your team. Normally, you got some extra room, but the thing is you have, let's say you got 4 receivers on your team. Okay, so you either you can put a couple receivers up. Let's say you got 4 receivers and 3 running backs. You got 7 of those right there. Now, up on your starting roster, of course, you've got spots for 6 players in this league because there's 2 flex spots. So I have 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, and 2 flex. So that's 6. But now you still got 1 left over. So you either have to play them or you have to drop them. And that's what happened. A lot of players got dropped this week because what a lot of people did is they picked up like quarterbacks because they wanted to load their bench with quarterbacks and get more quarterback points. But now they didn't have room on the roster to keep the wide receivers and the running backs that they wanted to keep. So it got real crazy to see how many people got dropped. There's a lot of big names back on the waiver wire now. People are going to be gunning after those. Tomorrow, Tuesday, burning up that fab. Wednesday, seeing what they can grab for free. Because they only had $300 in fab, but after the first week, everybody's rosters got wiped out. And so they used a ton of their fab getting all these big names that landed back in the waiver pool. And then it happened again last week. And then this week, more people are going to land. I mean, every week, big names going back to the waiver pool and people having to manipulate these rosters and their fab with little fab money, no fab money. It's gotten pretty crazy. So trenches, go check it out. It's on the channel. You will not be disappointed. I don't think you'll be disappointed, especially if you watch every episode and kind of ride along with this through these game breakers and watch these matches. It's a ride. It's a ride to be sure. Good coffee today. How's your coffee? Coffee tasting, I don't know, but with all these injuries, all these question marks and stuff like that, hey, welcome if you're just joining us. What questions do you have for this week? Do you have anybody you're looking at? Not sure if you want to play them, not sure what you're going to do. Let us know. That's what we're here for. We'll all talk it out together. Are you doing good so far? I mean, you got Thursday and then, of course, the early game. Definitely good players coming in. But anyway, yeah, how's your coffee tasting this morning? Because we really don't know what's going to happen. I think it tastes a little better on Mondays or Tuesdays after we find out if we won or not. Boom. Boom. There we go. So what I'm doing is we're getting texts. They had their 5 bench players, like we were talking about earlier, and then they get to take one player off their roster and play them as well. Welcome if you're just joining us. If you got roster questions this week, getting into these last 40 minutes before a game starts, you're looking at some of your people, and there's always that one guy you're not quite sure about, either on your bench or in your roster. Is like, should I switch this person out? That's what we're talking about. So if you have a question about your roster or anything else you just want to contribute, by all means, throw it in there. But yeah, so they get one player from their starting roster, but it's a secret player. Nobody knows who it's going to be. Your opponent doesn't know who you're playing. So you can look at your opponent's bench and kind of start adding it up and see where you're sitting, but you don't know who they played as their secret player. And then some of the players still have double up options. So whoever they drafted in the 7th round, one time this season they can double up that player's score. Issue is a lot of people don't have those players anymore because the rosters got decimated in weeks 1 and 2. It's all over the place. I feel bad for the people who are going to have to catch up on this, because I'm going to have to do a catch-up post. That's what I'm going to have to do. I'll do a Game Breaker Trenches catch-up post so people can pick up and understand what's going on. It's okay if you miss an episode, something like that. That's a good idea. Hashtag write that down. Let's write that down. All right. We got about 8 more minutes. We'll probably call it a day until this starts catching on a little better. I need to market it better. That's on me. And we'll just start pushing this all week. I'm going to write that down. Posts all week for Yak Witching Hour. I did another Spaces last week, which was kind of cool. I think I'm going to do it again. I think I should probably do something live coverage of trenches. Got a live show tonight. Obviously, I need to start posting those. So I'll start pumping these up, marketing these, start being in people's faces a little bit. And we'll do that. That'll be cool. Well, then you guys will be out there more. We'll start giving you guys a schedule. I'll generate a schedule, and then that'll help you guys generate a schedule. I think that's a good idea. So let's look at a schedule. We got so with those players being out and other ones being questionable, how's your roster looking? I know people are getting decimated by injuries. So what are you looking at your roster this week? And you're like, I'm not sure what to do here. Because that's what we're talking about. And the likelihood is you probably already made the right decision, but let's talk about it. Let's make sure and make the wrong decision together. So we'll do Witching Hour Sundays at noon. No live reports on trenches. We can definitely do that every week. Of course, we got trenches when it's live at 6:45, or trenches. I'm going to put Friday nights because it's just getting crazy otherwise. And then, of course, we've got Yakking Football, 8:30 on Tuesdays. And I think we can do a Trenches reaction show on Mondays, maybe. Keep that in there. So I think that'd be cool. We'll go ahead and ride out these last 4 minutes because you can't do anything if you don't ride it out. I think that's going to be the big thing. I think it's going to be the marketing, kind of getting the word out so people know that it's out there. Because I know people have been watching stuff and doing stuff all morning. People are probably already in rooms and on shows. So yeah, maybe we'll go another 15 minutes because stuff might be ending at 12:30. See how that goes. I don't know. I don't know what the space is like. I don't know what the availability is like, but I do know if people know about it, then that will work a little bit better. Um, yeah, I think we'll ride this out for the last 3 minutes. While we're doing that, I'll talk about the Trenches. Trench is going to be live this week at 6:45. So it'll be interesting to see how that looks. I'll probably still put out a show, but we'll also have the live version. And then I'll dress up a recorded version real quick. And then hopefully we can get the feed. That'll work better. But we definitely got the live version of the Trenches. That'll be 6:45 on Tuesdays, and then right after that at 8:30, live version of Yards After the Catch. All your start sit advice. We'll talk about the week in review. We'll talk about waiver ads. We'll talk about college chaos, like always. And then join us here on Sundays noon for the Witching Hour. And then live reports. We'll do live updates and stuff like that. And to do this week, we also need to get the charity videos up. Gotta do that this week. That's like a big thing for tomorrow. So appreciate you guys. If you went back and watched this, appreciate you guys supporting the normal shows. Go subscribe to the Trenches. It's super cool. And then, yeah, thanks for helping me with my to-do list for this week. Pretty cool. So, yeah, I said we'd ride out the last 2 minutes, so we will. That's pretty much the stuff that's all coming up. And, yeah, I don't think anybody's really watching the video this far out, so I'm just going to kind of keep an eye out for viewers. We'll let that clock tick, and I hope everybody has a great Sunday, great fantasy Sunday, Monday. I hope you guys all win your leagues. I hope I win my leagues, and I hope you guys will come join us on the Trenches. Join us on the live show, Yards After the Catch. Join us all week long. We'll keep putting out content all week long. I think that's the key. We got to keep putting out content all week long. So I think we need to come up with something, whatever it is. Probably need to come up with something like every day. We could probably do that, I think, because Monday. Well, okay. So Sunday, we've got the Witching Hour and Trenches updates. Monday, Miracles with the Trenches. Miracle Watch, maybe. Tuesday, of course, is Trenches and Yards After the Catch. Wednesday, we could do a waiver watch, but I do work. So Wednesday, you have to do it like in the morning. Like, who did you get? How did waivers go? Thursday, of course, is the game. Friday is trenches. And we'll let Saturday go just so we have a day that we're not on. So there we go. I think we made it. We did. So next week, I will push this more and we'll have more people on. And everybody have a great Sunday. We'll see you guys next time on Yards After the Catch, Trenches, Witching Hour, and hopefully a bunch of new products coming out. We'll see you guys soon. Take care.